Hi, Renee.
Good evening, Kelly. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Good. I didn't see the screen. I was getting all my screens up and then I realized you were on.
No worries, that's all right. I was just quietly scrolling through the party that I have starting tomorrow.
Oh, good. How's it going so far?
There's already been a lot of interaction
Good.
on the pre-party post. Tomorrow got a little confusing for me today. So today was 7 o'clock. Tomorrow's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. And is our team meeting this Thursday or Thursday the 9th?
It's this Thursday.
The 2nd? Okay.
Yeah, it's always the first Thursday of the month.
Okay.
Sometimes that, meets up with the end of the last month. So yeah, we have lots of meetings this week.
We want the meeting this week?
Huh?
What did you say? We want the meeting this week?
I said we have lots of meetings this week.
Oh yeah, that indeed we do. Yeah. You guys, take it outside. Go outside.
The doggies playing.
Yes. Then and that's at 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Thursday? Okay.
Thursday at 6, yeah. It sure is.
Let's refresh this.
So I guess since it's just I'll ask, what do you feel like you want? I'm still trying to clear up we're going to do for training at our team meeting this month. Is there any specific topic that you feel like you want to hear?
In April or tonight?
Not tonight.
April.
On Thursday night.
Oh, that training. Wait, Thursday night? I thought was Thursday night is recognition, right?
Yeah, I do. You're right. I know, I did say that. Okay, never mind.
Okay. But then, but to circle back to the trainings, will we have more in April?
What do you mean?
Like mastermind or?
Yes.
the
So
team?
yeah, I need to get my head out of team meeting as training. So mastermind is, well, we have mastermind tomorrow, but then let's see, let me pull my calendar so I know the exact. So mastermind tomorrow is going to be the same group that we've had this past month. And
Right.
then starting next week, mastermind will be you guys plus more people too.
Okay,
So yeah.
so that'll open up.
So
then
yeah,
other-
mastermind and team training will always be Monday and Tuesday a month.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then the mastermind is by invite only, really? They have to have 2 team members, right?
Yep. And I'm going to talk about that tonight too. I'm going to kind of just go over, because it's new, so I want to repeat it multiple times, because just even to get it in my own head.
Now, are you going to be doing an April template before any April parties start?
I am finishing it tonight, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it should be posted probably tomorrow. I would assume.
Where do you do your video? I know it's YouTube, but how do you do, like with you when you did the umbrella thing to do that? How did you do that?
I made that on Instagram, actually. You can make it on Facebook stories. Have you used stories at all?
Yes.
Okay. So it's called a boomerang. I made it on Instagram just
okay,
because that's
okay.
my preferred platform. But Facebook also has a boomerang option, I believe, on stories. And so yeah, that's just what I did. I had my husband take it of me, and I just used the boomerang feature, and that's what it does.
And that's how you can get wording up there too?
So boomerang is like how the picture moved, you know, it like went out and back in, out and back in.
Right.
Pictures, words, sorry, on a picture, you can do that on stories as well. You can also use Canva or PicMonkey for a photo.
Okay.
For words on a photo.
Now, what about the video that you did in like your,
My cocktail one,
huh?
my cocktail one.
The one that's in your packet, the new packet that I printed everything out for our virtual party guide. You did a video in there for your host?
Yes. Do you have an iPhone?
Yes.
You can use iMovie, which is a great one. The one that I use, I love, but I would not recommend it. For every time I make a video, I'm like, why do I use this app? It sucks. Like it's horrible. But I just like the fonts that it has. But what I use is Filmmaker Pro, and it's just a free app. But iMovie is a lot more user-friendly.
And does it give you the options also for the graphics and different things?
Yep, you can put words on the videos. You can put music over the video, like I did in one of my videos. You can pretty much do the same thing. And again, I'm still learning too. Like you just kind of have to play around with it. It's really, I don't know. I'm sure there's YouTube videos on how to use it too, but.
So iMovie, and then you said Filmmaker Pro, but iMovie is better. Okay.
iMovie is just easier to navigate. Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, at least.
Good deal. Yeah, I like some of the ideas that you talked about in there. Well, you did the letter with the recipe on the back, and then the bingo card. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, that's something new that I have learned. Katie Lahuda taught me that, she's in our organization, but really
Okay.
far out. Yeah.
Right on. What time is it? 6:58.
Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Laura. Hi, Grace. How are you guys?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good. Good. I opened my new bottle of wine.
Which one was that?
Everybody voted on the cab, so of course I listened to them and opened the cab.
How is it?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Yeah. The other one, which one was it? Oh, I think it's the blend. I can't remember. When a girl on our team, Tara, she's like, oh, I've had that one and it literally tastes like blueberry pie. I'm like, okay, that one's probably next.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. How's the end of the month going, guys? Caitlin is killing it in sales, I saw today.
I added someone to my team
Yay! When?
Awesome.
today.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay, that's so exciting. Who was it? Was it a guest in a party or?
It was one of my friends. She hosted a party. She was actually the very first party I hosted with. And when I asked her at the beginning, she was like, no. But then I can't remember when we talked about recruiting. Was it last week we talked about recruiting and I think it was
Yeah,
either last week or Saturday. I don't remember. But I was like, okay. So I went back through the people who hosted parties with me and just asked them one more time before the month was over. And she was like, yeah, I think I can do this now. Like, okay.
Yay! That's so exciting. I love that. Love it. Anybody else? I know it's 7 o'clock right on the dot. I'm gonna put my headphones in. Hold on. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Nisha. Oh, there you are. I'm like, why is your camera all funky? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started since we have lots to cover and I'm super excited about this call. I'm going to be leading this call this week. So let's first open up. I know we kind of just did a little of this, but let's open up some celebrations or anything that you really want to share that you're excited about in your business. I'm going to have you start. I know that you just said it, but would you share what you just told us all since everybody's now on?
Oh my goodness. I added someone to my team today.
Yay, that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. So one thing that I heard her say, and I'll just repeat it for you so you don't have to think about what you just said, but she said that she was on this call last week and she heard, talking to your host multiple times. So she went back to her host and asked her host again that she had previously asked and they had said no. And one of them said yes. So that's awesome. I love that you're taking what you're learning and going and putting it into action. Who else wants to share something exciting about their business or their team or anything? Anyone? Come on. I know we have exciting things going on.
I'm going to be holding a fundraiser coming up starting next week that I'm excited about. It's for each year, my husband and I usually go with a group of people. We're not going this year, but we usually go to Mexico to build a house.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do a fundraiser to help them raise funds to go build the house this year, as long as this year is still something that they can do.
Yay. So you're not going anymore, but you're helping raise money still.
Yeah, I'm just helping them raise money, but I'm super excited to help them out. I am projecting that's going to be successful. So
yay.
And then I had a host today who's supposed to be hosting in a couple weeks. She just messaged me. She was like, can we move the party up? Because I have people who want the party now. I was like, sure, why not?
Oh, I love that. I love that. She's too excited about it too. Yay, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Laura. Who else has some fun, exciting news going on in their business? Sonia, what have you been sharing with me all day? See, I know things. I know things behind the scenes, guys.
You know things.
What have you done that you've seen success on?
Well, I was good $1,100 away about 1 o'clock, I think it was today. And I decided the Cinderella challenge and challenged my team. And I'm pretty much the only one doing it. But Trisha's got a few parties that were still pretty good that were coming in. So that's helped too.
Yeah.
And I still have my 8 hosts. And I just keep leaving it open. I keep, let's get some orders in. And so they've been coming in too, slowly. But so
Yeah,
it's
that's great.
about, I don't remember the last number, 594, I think.
So look at that, guys. At 1 o'clock today, she was $1,100 away from a big goal that she has this month in her business. And in just however many hours, now she only needs 500, whatever you just said, 500.
Yeah, just a little under
That's
6.
amazing. Good job. Will you share a little bit about what the Cinderella Challenge is if people don't know what that is?
Sure.
And what is it and how do you do it?
So basically, there's a specific, there's a message that that's floating around there that you can use, and you send it out to. It depends on how much your goal is, but this is based on a $300 goal. So basically, you send out 15 messages on Messenger or text or emails, but do not paste on your Facebook wall, and asking, hey, if you can, my team is in a challenge, blah, blah, blah. And we have a goal to meet, and I just ask them if they're interested in seeing a catalog. And if they say yes, then you send them the link and just go from there, pretty much.
Yeah, that's great. So it's basically asking family, friends, Facebook friends, whoever,
Right.
for like smaller orders. So asking multiple people for smaller orders to get you close to your goal. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay, one more, and then we're going to start.
I'm gonna host an Adopt a Nurse all throughout the month of April.
Good.
And today I reached out to every single one of my past hosts and told them that I was planning on doing this through my business page, and asked them throughout the whole month of April if they would share what I post on my business page on their pages, and they all said yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
very
are you
excited about
doing? Are you doing the party through your business page? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so I'm going to do a party through my business page where I'm going to ask everyone to either buy the ceramic egg cooker or the microwave pasta cooker.
Okay.
And then I'm going to donate those to all the local hospitals in my area. I live in a pretty, I don't know, I live in a big city, I guess. And so there's lots and lots and lots of hospitals in my area. And so, and then I also said with my commission that I'll donate pasta marinara sauce and bacon crumbles, because it goes along with those two tools. So yeah, so I'm going to do that throughout the whole month of April. Yeah.
What a great idea. And of course, you're going to have customers that not only just buy that, they're going to get something for themselves too. That's
Yeah.
great. Are you giving away the host rewards?
Okay. So I have an extra quick cooker, and so I'm gonna donate. Out of everyone who orders, I'll do a raffle. I'll raffle off the quick cooker. Excuse me, I can't talk tonight. And then yeah, with April's host benefits, I don't mean to sound greedy, but yeah, I'm gonna reap the host benefit rewards.
Good.
So yeah.
For yourself, right? That's not greedy.
I'm sorry?
You're going to use them for yourself?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yay, that's awesome.
There's lots of extras things that I want. So
yeah, I saw Anisha's doing something similar too.
Cooker, she means she's scared to use her quick cooker. She's afraid.
Emily, don't tell people that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Your true teammates will call you out, girl. That's funny.
That's pretty funny.
Anisha, are you doing, I know I saw you were doing something similar. Can you kind of share a little bit about what you're doing?
So I am also doing adopt a nurse or sponsor a nurse, but I'm doing it different in the sense of, well, the first two that I'm doing, currently I'm the one, I'm not going to be the host, I'm having the nurse be the host. And I created an image that says like, we love our nurses or whatever, support our healthcare workers or something like that. And we're going to have a party, but the nurses plan on using their host rewards to buy gifts for their coworkers to lift their spirits. So one of the nurses that I'm going to host for or have as a host, she just found out today that they got 40% of their hours cut. And she is an ER nurse. And so what we plan on doing, like, that's the point, right? Now, especially now that they are being cut hours or whatever is crazy going on over there. She's in Texas. She's gonna do something to lift her coworker spirit. So it's not about her getting rewards, it's about sharing the love with her coworkers. But I'm doing, I'm taking Kristen Waranga's theme, monthly theme, and I'm doing this first week is nurses, second, and healthcare workers. Second week is like police officers and firefighters, etc. Third week is Feeding America, and fourth week is sponsoring a family. So that's what or families. So that's what I'm doing this month.
And each week you're doing it there, that specific person is the host, right?
Yes, I'm not getting any rewards, but I'm also doing make and take jars, adopt a nurse in that sense. And I've gotten a couple people who want to adopt them, and I'm going to take it to a local hospital, to one of the wards. And as soon as I buy them and get them, and I'll make it up all pretty and say thank you and put a note that says thank you from the person who bought it. So that's what I'm
awesome.
doing.
I love it. Yeah. So there's multiple ways to do this, right? Even if you're taking host rewards, it's not greedy at all. That's a great thing to get free things for yourself. Or you can give away the host rewards too. So there's so many different ways that you can do that. I love both those ideas.
You could always even make it a fundraiser too, and then have the money donated to something.
Yeah. You know, I might do the money thing. I think that might be a great idea for the family week, because I'm assuming it's a family that's been affected by COVID. Is that kind of how it is?
It's just, a family who's in need, like,
Okay.
yeah.
Or lost their jobs.
Or lost their jobs.
Yeah, okay. So like that would be a great week to do fundraisers, because they would actually get the cash too. Actually, as I'm saying this, I don't know the logistics behind a fundraiser for that. So maybe not, but I don't know. That's just an idea, because they would maybe get the cash for that to help them out. So I like that idea. Thanks for sharing, Laura. Not Lauren, Laura. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. We are going to talk about a lot of different things tonight. So I'm going to try to make this as smooth as possible. But what I first want to start out with is those people who have earned an invitation to our mastermind. So if you have no idea what mastermind is, we did an event on Sunday morning, which was amazing. So thank you for everybody who was there. But mastermind is our next up level training that we do Tuesday evening. So we are ending our March mastermind tomorrow, and then our April mastermind starts up on April 7th. So next week on Tuesday. So here's all the people that have earned mastermind, and I will tell you how they've earned it in just a second. So we have Danielle, Yvonne, Lisa, Brittany, Heather, Alicia, Brittany B, Caitlin, Candy, Lori, Grace, Katrina, Renee, Becky, Desiree, Stephanie, and Jenny. And I love that some of these people have been in the business a while and some are brand new, which is so exciting. And some are even on, like, some people are on people's teams. So they're doing mastermind together, which I think is super exciting. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. And I know that we went over this, and I know you guys know this, but I just like to always repeat it. This is what basically our goals are. So we're going to talk a lot about goal setting tonight and really envisioning where we want to go in life in general, and of course how our business can help us get there. But I really want to go over this really quick. So any of you guys right now are either a
one of these levels, right? And these are like the first promotion levels for us to really achieve. And so normally if you're talking about a brand new consultant, your first month is normally where we focus on senior consultant. Your second month is team leader, and your third month is director. That doesn't have to be your story. It can be that you do director in the first 30 or 60 days, like some of us have done. But that's just normally kind of the pace is senior consultant the first month, team leader the second month, director the third month. So this is what this all means. A senior consultant means that you have one teammate, a team leader means that you have 2 or more teammates, and a director means that you have 5 teammates. And I love this visual of a director because it shows how those 5 teammates can be dispersed, right? So they don't directly have to be on your team to be your 5 people that you promote to director with. So as you can see, you right here have 4 teammates, and one of your teammates has a teammate in this picture right here. So that is a total of 5. There's other scenarios right here as well, which I think are super helpful. But anyways, all of these levels that you get a commission raise, right? In a normal 9-to-5 job, you would not get this type of raise as you would with Pampered Chef. So when you promote to senior consultant, you get a 6.3% raise, team leader 14.5% raise, and a director 35% raise. So I just wanted to show you that at our team meeting this Thursday, you're going to see some numbers from some of our leader paychecks, and that'll show this commission percent raise, and we'll show those in actual numbers to you as well. So those that are invited to Mastermind are at this team leader standpoint, right? And we're going to go over this a little bit, but team leader, they have at least 2 team members on their team. So I know that Caitlin, she's brand new, you guys, and she just shared that she welcomed her first teammate. So she's halfway there to getting her invitation to Mastermind. And I know that a lot of you guys are, I'm gonna stop my share so you can see me now. So a lot of you guys are right there, right? So you have 1 teammate and you are so close to getting your second. So that's just one incentive that I'm gonna give you guys, or challenge that I'm gonna give you, is welcome 1 more teammate so you can also do Mastermind with all of us in the month of April, okay? So that's kind of where I wanted to start. The second thing I wanted to share is for those people that are in their first 90 days of business. I should have just stayed here. So this is how, in your first 90 days of business, there's a $3,000 cash bonus on the table. And I talked about this on Sunday morning, but this is on the table for every single person when you join Pampered Chef. So it's your decision whether you're going to go after it or not. And this is how the $3,000 is broken up. $500 right when you promote to director, $500 when you are director 3 months later. When you continue moving up the career plan, which this might sound confusing, but we walk you through everything. You get $1,000 and then another $1,000 when you continue that title after 3 months, okay? So in a total of 6 months in your first 6 months of business, you can get $3,000 cash. On top of that, every single teammate that you welcome to your team, you can get $100 cash per teammate when they hit their 1250. So there's a lot of cash on the table for you. This $100 cash is unlimited as well. So you can welcome as many people as you want and get as many $100 as you want per person. So I like to share that visual too, and I can post that if you guys want me to, but that's just a really good, sometimes the numbers can get confusing, so I know that the visuals can be helpful. All right, let me find my notes. Where did they go? Okay, so I'm going to start this training off today with a challenge, and I don't want you to be overwhelmed, okay? So what I want to tell you is I'm going to challenge you in the next week, and I love to do this on this call because we're ending a month and entering a new month, okay? So this is a great time to challenge yourself to really jump the end of the month and start the month. That did not make any sense. Strong. So I'm going to challenge each of you to do a 100 contacts challenge, and I'm going to post this on our team page, but here's the visual that I'm going to ask you all to print out. And myself, I'm going to do it with you guys. Our leaders are going to do it with you that are right here on this call. We're all going to do it together, okay? And so what our goal is by next Monday, so by a week from today, is to fill out 100 contacts. And that's how I'm going to train you guys tonight. And I'm going to kind of give you tips on how to make these 100 contacts and how you can easily fill up this board by next week, okay? So the first tip that I have for you, these contacts can be booking contacts, they can be recruiting contacts, they can be customer care contacts. any type of two-way conversation. It doesn't matter what it's about, okay? So that opens up your broad span of who you can talk to, of what you can talk to people about, okay? So I'm gonna kind of touch on some of these areas and really just kind of explain how some of us do it in the business. So customer care is the first one. So if you've been in business, if you've had one party, you can do customer care, okay? Customer care is probably the best thing that you can possibly do, and that's what it sounds like. You're caring for your customers. So that is simply reaching out to them. Some people do email, some people do text, some people call, okay? You choose, or Facebook message. You choose what you want to do. I personally do text. I know a lot of us do text just because people often respond to text messages quicker. And I am looking for a response rate when I'm doing customer care, okay? Emails are great too, but sometimes people miss their emails. I don't want to even tell you how many unread emails I have in my inbox right now. So I respond to text messages much quicker than emails. So I know myself, and that's why I chose text. But if you are one that does Facebook message for everything or email, choose what works for you, right? So basically just reach out to all of your customers that have ever purchased from you and just say, hey, this is so-and-so from Pampered Chef from so-and-so's party, or however you want to introduce yourself. I just want to check in and make sure you got your order. Did you receive everything okay? Is everything correct? I hope that you're having a great day. It's as simple as, and I can share all these words I'm going to share tonight, but it's as simple as just, hey, I'm just checking in. How is everything going? How are you liking your products? And I know some people add, like, do you need any recipes from me? So you're simply reaching out for service, an act of service. Then once they respond to you, you can say something like, great, that's so great. I'm so excited to hear that you love whatever and that you're taking care of. What about the idea of doing an online party with your friends to getting some more items from your wish list for free? That host will get credit. So always then moving on to the booking, right? After you've heard from them and they've said everything is great, or maybe you've kind of cleared up some things if you needed to, then you can always ask them for the booking. Always bring it back to, I can't wait to help you get products for free on your wish list, right? So it's always about what we can serve and help them. And then, of course, if they don't respond, that's okay. We do have people that don't respond to us. I always like to message again a few days later, even if they don't respond, and just let them know, like, hey, I'm just here for you. If you ever have issues for your products, you have my phone number now, or you need new recipe ideas, I'm happy to help. And that's just a simple service deal again. So that's a great way to start making your contacts. I know a lot of us have done more than one party, so we have a lot of customers that we can follow up with. And this is also an area that most consultants lack, guys. And I speak for myself, like, this is not something that I do consistently. And I think that all of us need to really challenge ourselves to do this consistently, because I love what Jen Turbo always says, is she says, customer care is what gets that person to come back to you, right? It gets them to come purchasing continuously through you versus another consultant. How many times have you messaged somebody and they say, oh, I already have a Pampered Chef consultant? You want to be that Pampered Chef consultant that somebody's telling somebody else that they have, right? So that's how customer care and taking care of your customers is going to make that happen. Okay, tip number 2 is checking in with past hosts or your family and friends about the kit deal that we have going on. And I'm saying this because we have 2 days left. And I started this today and I'm going to continue. And I talked to our masterminders about this last week, but it's really, really, really important to reach out to past hosts, even if they've said no, right? Even if they were host a year ago and said, stop asking me about the business, which I'm sure nobody said that, but let's just say that they did. Ask them and reach out to them. And I will give you the easy words to say. And if you're new, do this with family and friends, or do this with customers that you've already had, or Facebook friends, whoever you want to reach out to. But it's as simple as saying, hey, I hope you're doing well during this crazy time. I just wanted to reach out to you because you were a fabulous host in the month of, let's say, January, in the month of December, whatever. And I know you would be so great at this. So I wanted to share the limited time starter kit for only $19 this month. There are only just a few days left of this rocking deal. So I'm simply, sorry, I had to mute somebody. So I simply wanted to share with those who I think would do great. I don't know if your situation has changed at all, but are you in the market for extra income right now? Okay, so that's a recruiting tip right there. is just simply reaching out to these people. And all you're doing there is you're checking in, you're wishing that or hoping that they've been well during this crazy time, and you're sharing what the deal is and asking if they are in the market for extra income. And one thing that I mentioned last week to our masterminders was you never know that host that in January said, no, I'm making $5,000 with my job. I don't need to make any extra income. And yesterday they got a phone call saying that they just lost their job. Okay. So you never know the situation of somebody even just a month ago, right? Especially with what we're all going through right now. And we need to plant that seed multiple times. So maybe they didn't lose their job and they're doing just dandy, and the COVID thing has not affected their family yet, which is not yet at all, which is great. Like that is what we want, obviously. But you can still ask that person. Okay. So just reaching out and sharing those. And again, I'll share these words. The next tip that I have to fill out your contact list is just reaching out to past or current guests that you have in your parties. Okay. So I'm going to use the analogy of sliding down the mountain. And I do this, and I think of this every single time I reach out to people. And we want to start with the hardest, I'm going to quote, hardest thing out of our business. I personally, almost 4 years in, do not feel like this is the hardest, but I feel like it flows really simple when we do it this way. So what we want to do is always reach out and ask about recruiting and the business first. Okay. So to party guest or past party guest, how that would sound is I would say, oh my gosh, you've made this party so much fun. I think you would be seriously so great at this. Out of curiosity, I simply have to ask, have you ever considered earning extra income? That's all you have to ask. Okay. You can also say that to somebody that was a past party. Oh my goodness, you were on my mind from Laura's party 3 months ago, or whatever. You could also use those previous words that I just said, sharing about the kit deal with past guests too, if it's been a few months. Like, hey, you've been on my mind. And that shows to somebody that you've been thinking about them. You're complimenting them because they'd be great at it. Like somebody's going to be like, wow, like she actually is being really honest and like sincere about thinking about me, that this would be a good thing for me and my family. So sliding down the mountain, always starting with recruiting. If they say no, then you move down to bookings. Okay, well, no problem. What do you think about hosting a party? And again, I have these words, bookings. Then if they say no to that, then ordering. Hey, did you want to order from so-and-so's party? If they say no to that, okay, great. What do you want a recipe? I don't know, whatever. Customer service. Hey, what can I give you for free? So can I offer you anything, whatever that may be, or do you want to like my business page to follow along for future giveaways, or, whatever that may be. So always sliding down the mountain in that way when you're talking to past guests or current guests in a party. So that's one way. You can go to past parties or current parties and start reaching out to guests that way. The next tip that I have is, we talked about this too, is fundraisers. Always kind of having that fundraiser. And I'll be honest, I've never done a fundraiser in 4 years. So the logistics behind this is all on the website. So I'm not going to train you on the logistics of everything. And I know that we have some here that have done them. But what a great thing is to post on social media, just words where you can make the colored background. You know what I'm saying? On a post, you can put like the poop emojis. You wouldn't want to do that, or the heart emojis or whatever. And you can just write words. So you want to make it colorful so that it pops at people's eye. If you just write normal words, it's hard for people to, as they're scrolling through Facebook, to stop and see your post. Okay. So you always want to have some type of photo or some type of visual of your post so that somebody can see what it is when they're scrolling through. So a great thing to post in those colorful backgrounds is, what is a charity that's close to your heart? Okay. And that is something that you're going to get comments on. And the idea here is to message every single person that comments on that post and just say, hey, Susie, I think it's great that your son is going to Honduras for a mission trip, or whatever they said, whatever their charity that's close to heart is. I think that's so great. This spring or summer or whatever season we're heading into, I have a goal to help 10 people raise money for their charities, whatever. I would love to partner with you and run a Pampered Chef fundraiser. What do you think? Okay, so it's as simple as that. So really kind of looking at your parties that you're doing and doing a different type of party, like a fundraiser. You heard from Grace and Anisha, so you could also do the same thing, same type excuse me, same type of idea with the adopt a nurse or adopt a police officer or something going on that has to relate to COVID right now as well. So that could be a different type of party that you're doing. Okay, and the last idea that I have is posting some sort of giveaway. Okay, and these giveaways, you guys, don't have to be big. So I'm going to give you kind of two ideas that I've done in the past that have been super successful for me. The most recent one is that I've done a $200 giveaway. Now, don't take that price and say, oh my gosh, I can't do $200 giveaway. Like, you can do a $20 giveaway. You can do a just Pampered Chef product giveaway. Don't even say the dollar amounts. Like, give away one product or anything. If you don't have anything, it is worth buying something small at your discount, because you'll get a lot of bookings from this. And even if you walk away with 2 bookings, which you'll probably get more, but even if you walk away with 2, it will be worth it. But I'm going to give you 2 options, so you don't have to purchase something. So that's one idea, is basically saying, hey, I'm going to do a giveaway, drop a gift below to enter or whatever. And then the idea here is to follow up with every single message that comments, and just say, I can give you the words, but just basically say, hey, to enter into my giveaway, I'm just asking that you host a fun, quick Facebook party. Here's the details. What do you think? I did this when did I do this? Last month, I believe. And I walked away with 65 bookings. Now, I tell you that because it works. I'm not going to say everybody has had that same success. One thing I will tell you is that everybody that's done this type of giveaway has gotten something from it, right? They always walk away with bookings. So whether it be 2 bookings, whether it be 20, 14, 7, or 65. Okay, it doesn't really matter how many. Everybody's situation is going to be different. Everyone is different in their business, at a different spot in their business, and everybody has different amount of Facebook friends, right? So that's just one thing, is posting some sort of giveaway. Another type of giveaway that I've done, this does not require a purchase of products for you to give away, is basically creating an image. And I usually use the host specials. So what I do, you can look at April or May, whatever month you're trying to book, and look at what the host special discounts are. So let's say there are 4 pieces of cookware. So I would create an image and I would say A, B, C, or D. And I would say, which one would you choose for free or at a discount if I could just hand it to you, or something like that. Again, they comment, hey, I would choose A, I would choose B, whatever. And again, with this type of post, the fortune is in the follow-up. So always reaching out to this person and just saying, hey, I just want to let you know you can get the 12-inch nonstick skillet for free or for discount in the month of blah, blah, blah for hosting a fun Facebook party. What do you think? Okay, and we can share all these words. We've all done, some of us have all done these giveaways, but that's just kind of an extra way of doing and getting quick and easy bookings, I think, is doing some sort of giveaway, because people love things for free. So for the A, B, C, or D, the last idea that I just shared, I give away a Season's Best cookbook. Okay, so I do not spend a lot of money on my giveaways. The $200 giveaway was huge for me. Now, it was worth $200 for me because I got 65 bookings, but I normally do not do that type of big giveaway. I do simply just had products in my garage because when you're a director, you get free products every single new season. So I have past products that are still sitting in my box from previous seasons. So I have those $200 worth of products in my garage that's just sitting there. So that's why I chose specifically to do that one. Okay. But for the other ones, or any type of giveaway, just know it doesn't have to be a lot of money that you're spending. Okay. So people love the new Season's Best. They're seasonal. They change every season. Obviously, they're new recipes. People always want new recipes. So don't feel like you have to spend a lot of money on giveaways. We're in this business to make money and not spend it, right? So that is just kind of some ideas that I have to fill up that 100 contact challenge. I want to stop for a second before I move to the next kind of topic of goal setting. And I want to ask if there's any questions or clarifications on any of those ideas, or if there's anybody on here that wants to add to those ideas.
Kelly?
Yeah.
It's Tracy. Hi.
Hi.
You mentioned you're talking about coming down the mountain.
Mhm.
And the last thing that I tend to offer, well, I offer it to everybody that I talk to, is joining my VIP page so you can stay connected. And then maybe
Yes.
at some point they will be interested in, in having a party or doing something with you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So joining your VIP page, or if you do have a business page, liking your business page
Right.
too. Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm writing that on my notes so I remember that for next month. Thank you. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anybody else have questions or want to add to anything? Nothing? Okay. We can also do questions at the end too. So if you have questions, you can write them down. Okay, so the next thing I want to kind of transition to is goal setting and really envisioning where you want to take your business. I think that goal setting and really let me start with visioning. So visualizing your business and really visualizing your life can take you to a completely different spot that right now feels like is so out of the picture, right? It is something that if you focus on every single day, if you read your vision every single day, if you have it in front of you every single day, and then you take action, your life can completely change in a year. Your life can completely change in 3 months or a month, right? So I have a great activity that we're going to do, and I'm going to ask you guys to, I know that we have kids around, you know, but try to sit in a spot that you can kind of just close your eyes and kind of be on your own right now. And I'm going to be asking you some questions, and I really want you to think about these answers, okay? And you're going to need a pen and paper, not right now, but just kind of have it in front of you so that you're ready. And as I'm asking you these questions, what I want you to do is I want you to think big, okay? I want you to set the fear aside, and I don't want you to think about the how, okay? I don't want you to think about, oh my gosh, how is this gonna happen? I want this, but I don't know how to get there, right? I want this in my life, but I have no idea what I need to do to get there. I don't want you to think about that, because when you focus on the why, the how shows up. Okay, when you focus on your vision, when you focus on why you're doing this or why you want this thing in life, the how will show up. So it's so important to have your vision in front of you every single day. I already said that, but really consistently read it every single day. So we're going to kind of start here, and we're going to first think about it. Okay, we're going to think about it, and then I'm going to have you write it down. But what I want you to do right now is simply close your eyes if you can. And I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I just want you to kind of ponder and think, and of course, dream big during this time. All right. So we're going to focus on different areas in our lives. This is not just going to be focused on business areas. This is also going to be focused on your job, your finances, your home, your relationships, your body, your free time, and your community that you live in. So let's first start with your job. In the next year, I want you to think about, right now, we're on March 30th, 2020. I want you to think about in the next year, so March 30th, 2021, what are you going to be doing for your job? How many hours a day are you going to be working? Where are you working? Who are you working with? Do you have a team? And if so, what are they doing? Do you have a mentor that you follow or that you are guided by? Are you an expert in a certain area that you're working on right now? Let's move into your finances. What is your annual income that you're bringing in the next year? Do you get bonuses? How much do you have sitting in your savings account? Are you investing? And how are you investing? How are those investments doing every single month? Let's move into your home. What does your home look like in a year? Where is it at? Is it by the ocean, in the mountains, in the woods? Do you have a guest house? Do you have horses? A pool? What does your house look like? Get so crystal clear in your mind about what it looks like. Let's move into the relationships that we have in our lives. Are you single or married? What is your relationship like with your significant other? Do you have weekly date nights? Do you have a passionate relationship? What about your immediate family? How's your relationships with them? Or if you have kids. Maybe you don't have kids yet, and maybe kids will be there next year. Do you guys have family dinners? Do you guys laugh together? Talk together? What kind of friendships do you have? Are they ones who encourage and support you? What do you guys do together? So let's next move into your body and your health. I think that we always need to take care of our health before anything. So are you strong? Are you energetic? What are you doing to better your health every single day? Are you sleeping enough? Are you rested? Are you flexible? Are you thin? And I'm going to say it, are you sexy? Are you full of muscle? Do you show up every single day for your health? Do you work out? Do you get your body moving? Do you have a healthy relationship with food? Are you drinking all of your water? And the last area I want you to dream about is your free time and your community. What do you do in your free time? Do you have hobbies? How often do you participate in those? Do you travel? And if so, how often? What do you do for fun? What luxuries do you get to enjoy because of your hard work? Do you give back to your community every month? How you give back to your community? Do you volunteer? Now let's focus on your business. Where's your business in the next 12 months? What level are you at? How big is your team? How much income are you bringing in every single month? How many lives are you changing every single month? How many people are you leading? Are you the leader of by the end of March in 2021? So what I want you to do is open your eyes, and I want you to take about 2 minutes right now, and I want you to write down every single thing that you just saw out of all of those questions. It can be anything that you just focused on or envisioned. I want you to write it down right now. I'm gonna set my timer. Write down as much as you possibly can of what you want to and envisioned in the next year. Okay, time is up. So one thing that I like to do is I like to write down this vision and think of those questions in just every area of my life, every single quarter of the year. So I know that we're kind of entering into the second quarter of the year, being April. So you guys just did it for the second quarter. If you feel like there's things that you need to add after this call, obviously you only had 2 minutes, okay? So if you need to add to it, like, do it. But I really highly recommend getting so crystal clear with this. And then once it's done, reading your vision every single day. So I know Nisha and I are both doing and Laura, I believe, are both doing the Miracle Morning right now. And I know that you guys have heard me talk about that book, but this is where I use this time in the morning after I've read my book and after I've kind of just done my normal activities that I do, is I read my vision every single morning. And it really helps me keep focused as to where I'm going in life, because as we know right now is such a perfect example of life getting in the way, right? And life being so chaotic and so crazy that our vision and our goals can kind of be hard to focus on when we don't keep them in front of us every single day. So, this is just a great way to just keep it in front of you, write down every single thing that you want possibly to happen, and read it every single day. So what I want you to do is look at your list right now that you just wrote down, and I want you to choose 3 non-negotiables that you want to accomplish this year. In 1 year, what are 3 things on this page that you want to accomplish? And I want you to circle them. Again, remember, do not focus on the how. Don't focus on, oh my gosh, this can definitely not happen. Just focus on the why. What do you want to happen and why? I highly suggest choosing 3 of the things that you did from different categories too. So let's talk about your finances. Don't choose 3 financial goals. It's easier to focus on 3 different areas of your life. So I know that we talked about job, we talked about relationships, we talked about your home, we talked about finances, we talked about communities, we talked about multiple areas. So choosing 3 of these things from different categories. Because then when you're focusing on 3 different areas, your life is more balanced. When you put focus on just one area of your life, it can tend to be unbalanced. Okay, so after you've chosen those 3, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can have this. And this is something that you can print out. But we're going to talk about this and really go into, can you guys see this? Yeah, okay. So really focusing on, we know our goals. So what you're going to do, if you want to just draw it on your paper too, you can do this as well. But write down goal number 1, goal number 2, and goal number 3. So those are the 3 things that you just circled off of your page. So we need to know, these are our goals that you want to accomplish. Now, where do you need to be? Oops, I have the wrong picture up. Hold on. They're about all the same. Nope. There we go. This is the one I want to focus on. Same thing though. Goal number 1, goal number 2, and goal number 3. So where do you need to be in the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year to accomplish these goals? So here's what I'm going to use an example of being debt-free. If you don't know my story, a little bit of my story, me and my husband are on a debt-free journey right now. We have, see again, guys, I need to reevaluate this. We have set a goal of having a no spend year, which is not going so hot, but that's all right. So our goal is to be debt-free. So that's my goal, one of my goals. Okay. So I'm going to break that down for you and show you what this looks like for me. This is my situation in the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year. Okay. So in the next 3 months, what I want to do to pay off debt is pay off $6,000 extra. Sorry, $6,000 a month. That is $2,000 extra in 3 months. In 6 months, I want to be paying off $3,000 extra every single month. So that's another $1,000 added on. In the 9 months, I want to pay off $4,000 extra off top on our debt. And then in a year, I want to be paying off $5,000 extra every single month to pay off our debt. Okay. So see how I broke that? It's really easier. I think it's easier with financial goals just because it's numbers, right? And numbers are black and white. But if it's, you want to be consistent with your health and be more confident, what does that mean? Where do you need to be in 3 months? Where do you need to be in 6 months to know that you are establishing and, making it closer to that goal? If it's income or if it's a certain title that you want to become a director, what do you need to do in the next 3 months? Or what do you need to do in the next 6 months? To get there and know that you're getting closer, and how are you going to measure that success? All right, so then we're going to break it down and define it a little bit further. And we need to know, right here is the more wide span, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year. So now we need to know, what do we need to do every single month, week, and day to hit this goal? So this is this picture, that first picture I was showing you. What do you need to do every single month? Because this takes that big, scary goal that might seem impossible right now, and it breaks it down into monthly, weekly, and daily. So small tasks that you're doing every single day, every single week, and every single month that's bringing you closer to that goal. So for my debt-free example, every single month, what I want to be doing is I want to be budgeting and I want to be cutting out expenses and bring in more money. Every week, I want to have a weekly savings challenge. I want to meal plan all of my foods that we've purchased and purchase less expensive things, like things that are in season. Every single day, I don't need to be looking at Amazon or Instagram because that's where I know that I spend on just pure crap that I don't need. I want to challenge myself to do no spend days, and I want to use cash for everything. I really want to pull out my creative side and be creative with the things that I already have in my house. Okay. So that's how I broke out my debt-free goal, right? So of course, whatever that goal is to you, and you're not going to get the time to do this right now, but this is something that you guys can do tonight or tomorrow or leading into the new quarter of the year is a great time to do this. So it's said that you'll never change your life, you guys, until you change something that you do daily. The secret to your success is found in your daily routine. I'm going to say that again. It's said that you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. So know that we need to show up for ourselves every single day to have the success that we want, right? We need to show up and do those little behaviors, like in The Slight Edge, the great book, do those daily little behaviors that it takes to be successful in a certain area of life. And I like this activity because it's not just focused on business, right? We know that this business can make probably almost all of those goals that you have come true. Not all of them, maybe a lot of them. Financial goals, home goals. We know that this business can lead community goals, friendships. Our business is maybe the avenue of that. But our life is just not business, right? I'm a lot more than just Pampered Chef. And I'm a lot more than just selling kitchen tools. But what am I trying to say? The avenue of a lot of my goals is my business. So that's why I like to focus on every other area of your life instead of just like, let's do a Pampered Chef vision, right? So I just wanted to explain that. Okay, I have one last thing that I want to share, and then we can open it up to questions, and then I'll share my call to action for you guys, and then we'll hop off for the night, okay? So the thing I want to share is these top 10 tips for success. And I can share a photo of this. So what I want you to do is just simply listen right now. You don't have to write down everything, but just listen and I will share a photo. So number 1, who you surround yourself with is everything. Find people that celebrate you when you win and catch you when you fall. Number 2, develop a morning routine. The first hour of the day dictates the remaining 23. If you've not read The Miracle Morning, I'm going to tell you to read that. It's a great book and very quick read. Number 3, get crystal clear on the life you want to create. When you focus on the why, the how shows up. Number 4, energy is the secret to success. Find the positive in everything, even what seems negative. There are always blessings and there are always lessons. Number 5, learn to master your time. We all have the same 24 hours. How you spend them will dictate your future. Number 6, don't make excuses for your dreams. There are no excuses when you really want it. Sacrifice feels better than regret. Number 7, lead with a servant's heart. When you expect nothing in return, you get everything. Number 8, judge no one. You probably have no idea how much it actually is shooting you in the foot. Judgment is all negative energy. Number 9, compare yourself to no one. It'll not only rob you of your joy, it'll rob you of your dreams. And I want to stop there just for a second because I was actually talking to my husband about this last night because I often compare myself to a lot of people in this business, and I know that a lot of us do. Because it's so simple, right? We see people's sales, we see people's recruits, we see people's paychecks. We're like, why am I not making that much? Why am I not submitting that much, you know? And one thing I want to tell you that I've done, and even though I still compare sometimes and I still get down on myself sometimes, I always remind myself is I use those things when I see people's numbers, when I see people's promotions, when I see whatever it may be that I'm looking at. I use them as inspiration instead of comparison and asking myself, why am I not there yet? So using that as inspiration, knowing that, oh my gosh, she did it or he did it, so I know it's possible. Now I need to ask myself or train myself or reach out to that person and figure out how they did it. And doing a little pouty face, which I know we all do sometimes. Just using that comparison is inspiration instead of actual comparison. All right, that's my own personal note on that one. And then the last one, number 10, especially when you start building your team, work with the working and not the willing. I will repeat this. Work with the working and not the willing. Okay? So I love those. I read those almost every single day as well. Again, I will post a picture of those. Are there any questions about anything that we went over tonight? And I ended with 2 minutes. Yes. Okay. Call to action. And this is just basically what we take tonight, what we have gone over tonight. The call to action is your actionable items that helps you put these things that I talked about tonight into action. And then next week, we measure the success, right? Next week, we look at those action items and say, how did I do in those areas that we were challenged to do, right? The first one is the 100 contact challenge. I will post that photo so that you guys can print it. And it has instructions on there. So when somebody books a party, you circle it green. When you talk about recruiting, you color it in pink, like whatever. There's instructions on it. So I'll post that. Everyone who fills out the 100 contacts in the next week. So next Monday night, I'm going to be asking you guys who filled it out, and you're going to all get happy mail in the mail from me. Okay. So 100 contact challenge. The second thing is to post your schedule for this week, showing the times that you're working your business. And I know that we talk about this, and if you're new, maybe you haven't heard this training, but we always want to treat our business like a business and schedule our time to work, right? I personally take it down to the hour that I wake up, that I shower, that I eat. Like I look at my schedule, I can show you, it's right here, but I look at my schedule every single Sunday night or Monday morning, and I say, what does my week look like? And I schedule it. So post that on our team page so that you can hold yourself accountable by working your business on those certain hours. The next one is just basically to check in with your leader or your director and send them screenshots of recruit leads that you may have. Maybe you need help talking with people about objections that they have about the business. So send us screenshots so we can help you get through those objections and help those people figure out if this is the right choice for them. The next one, invite 3 to 5 people to our opportunity event on Wednesday. Okay, so every single Wednesday night, we have an opportunity event where we basically share information about the business. So I'm challenging you to invite 3 to 5 people to that event. And then the last thing is just gonna be wrapping it all up into a bow where we started with Mastermind, is welcoming 2 team members to your team by the end of this month to get that invitation to Mastermind. I know that some of you guys have been in Mastermind here. Every single leader who you see on our leaderboard has done this training with me, the Monday night trainings, and the Mastermind with me. So that is how you move your business up, right? That is how you successfully are moving the needle every single month, every single week even, and every single day. So welcoming those 2 team members so that you get that invitation in the next 2 days. And why not get 1 more person or 2 more people with that $19 kit, right? I know that's my goal. Okay, any last minute questions before we hop off? Or comments? We're good? Okay. So I'll post all the resources. I'll post the recording of this as well. I'll post the resources and recording together so that they're all together. And if you have any questions as you guys are going through the week, let us know. But we will see you guys this Thursday is our team meeting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll see you guys all on Thursday. That Zoom is on our team meeting as well. Okay. Have a great night, guys.